Very good morning, dear student. We are going to start the next lesson, that is fiber to fabric. Now, what is the meaning of fiber? Fiber is nothing but a thread. Fiber is nothing but a thread, and fabric means cloth. From a thread, if we are making the different types of a cloth. So let's learn the new lesson, that is new topic, that is fiber to fabric. So, just tell me, the clothes are a basic needs of the human being. Am I right? Clothes are the basic needs of the human being. Clothes are very important. We wear a cloth to protect ourselves from the heat, rain, winter. Yes, we use the cloth to protect ourselves from the sun, heat, winter, rainy season. We use a different varieties of the cloth. We use a different varieties of the cloth. These cloths are made up of different varieties of the fibers. Fibers is what? Different types of varieties of a thread. Now, if you will look at me, you can see this is which I have wore the dress. This is of black color. So different types of the every thread is used. Different fibers are used. Different threads are used to make a different types of the cloth. Yes or no? And clothes are very important. It protects us from the sun, heat, rain. Am I right? So they protect us from the sun, heat, winter, rainy season. Am I right? And we use a different varieties of the cloth. So before starting with this lesson, let's learn history of the cloth. Let's learn history of the cloth. In early human days, the people they don't have the cloth. They protect themselves with the help of the bark of trees and the large leaves. They protect their body from the bark of a leaves and large leaves. Are you getting? So to protect themselves from the winter, from the rain, they use the bark of a trees and large leaves. When they started to hunt, when they started for the hunting, they have got the animal skin, and they use the animal skin to protect their body from the winter. The fur of the animal skin was used to protect them from the winter. So first they started using the bark of the trees and large leaves to protect themselves, and after that, as they started hunting the animals, they used the animal skin to protect themselves. After settling, now you know in history you might have learned about how does the settlement of the human being has been takes place. The human being started settling at one place in where there was a water. The human being started to settle at one place where there was plenty of water. In agriculture, in the field of the agriculture, they started to settle at one place, and as they started to settle at one place, they started to develop themselves. They started to learn about the weaving mats and basket of a grass, and they started weaving the grass with the help of the grass. They started weaving the grass of mats and basket. They started developing the weaving, or they started to weave the mats and basket. After that, once there was a development of there was a great development in the field of the cloth, and there was a development of the sewing needle. Sewing needle means what? See, this is a sewing needle. This needle helped them to stitch. This invention of the sewing needle brought a great change in the field of clothing, and it started to development of the stitching of the cloth. The stitching of the cloth takes place. Now we can see the different varieties of the cloth. We can get the number of varieties, number of fashions we can do. by the stitching by a different way. So stitching of the cloth, this brought a great change in the field of the clothing. This clothing was stitching and weaving was developed thousands of years ago. This stitching activity, clothing was developed before thousands of years ago. In China, China has brought a great change in a clothing. They started developing for the silkworm. So we can get a number of varieties of the clothing. Some clothes are cotton, some are silk. Yes. So this was also brought thousands of years ago. This change was also brought thousands of years ago. So this was the history of a cloth. So let's recall what we have learned. First, introduction. Introduction is what? In introduction we have discussed the clothes are very important. Am I right? They protect us from the sun, rain. Yes, and we use different varieties of the cloth. Then first, history of a cloth. First, the people in the olden days, the people used the bark of the trees and large leaves to cover themselves. To cover from this sun heat, they use the bark of a trees. And as they start hunting the animals, they use the animal skin for the protection. Then after settling for the agriculture, the people started developing weaving. They started doing the weaving activity and they weave the mats and basket. The invention of the swing needle has brought a great change in the field of the cloth. We can wear different varieties of the cloth. In the olden days, the people mainly the women used to wear the saris and men used to wear the dhoti, which was unstitched. They just wrapped their body with this cloth. But stitching has brought a great change in the field of the clothing. I hope you have understood the history of the cloth. Let's learn how these fibers are classified into the different types. So let's learn the next point, that is fibers. Fiber is nothing but a thread, long thread-like structure. Fiber is nothing but a long thread-like structure. Okay, it is nothing but a thread. Okay, thread. So as I have told you, I have explained the name of the topic, that is fiber is nothing but a thread and fabric means a cloth. Fabric is nothing but a cloth. So fibers are long thread-like structure. They are mainly classified into three types: natural, synthetic and mixed fibers. These threads are mainly classified into three types: natural, synthetic and mixed. Natural fibers, we can get the natural fibers from two main types, that is we can get the fiber from the plants as well as from the animals. Now let's learn from which are the plants from which we can get the natural fibers. How you can get the fiber. Now you can see there are the different varieties of the cloth. You might have learned from the class 3rd. We have learned from where does the cloths are prepared. Am I right? So now cotton, we have from the plants we can get a cotton. Now we can see you are wearing in summer season we wear the cotton cloth. Then jute. These two plants, these are the plant product. Am I right? Cotton and jute, they are the plant product. So they are made from the plant. They are the natural fiber. Now cotton we get from the cotton plant. We wear the cotton cloth during the summer. Now jute is nothing but you can see the bags, different types of the bag which carries the rice, wheat, flour. We are using this jute bag. We use the jute bag. Then animal fiber, which are the animal fibers? Yes, the cloths such as wool, silk, these are the product of the animals where we get from the natural. Wool we get from the sheep, silk we get from the silkworm. So these are the product which we get from the animals. So they comes under the natural fibers. But this natural fibers has some disadvantages. So we use the synthetic fiber. Now which are the synthetic fiber? Such as nylon, nylon, polyester are the synthetic fiber. Nylon, polyester, these are the synthetic fibers. As we have found that there are also some disadvantages of the synthetic fiber. Then the man started to develop the mixed fiber. Means by using this both of the product, which are the more advantages of these two, man started to develop a mixed fiber. For example, terry cotton, terry wool, they started using the mixed fiber. They started taking the advantages of this both and they have prepared the mixed fiber. So let's learn first. Let's concentrate on the natural fibers. The fibers that we obtain from the plants and animals, the fibers which obtain from the plants and animals, they are called as a natural fiber. From plants we get cotton and jute, from animals we get wool and the silk. But there are some advantages and disadvantages of these natural fibers. So let's concentrate on the advantages of the fiber. See in this book, these fibers absorb more water and sweat. This fiber absorb more water and sweat. They allow air to pass through them. They are biodegradable and do not affect the environment. They do not affect the environment. So these are the advantages, but along with the advantages they have a disadvantages of the natural fiber, that is they do not retain their grease for a long. Means suppose now you know cotton, yes or no? Now cotton we have to press them, yes or no? We have to press them, we have to iron them. Until we cannot use it, we cannot use them. Am I right? So ironing is most important. So this is one of the disadvantage of the natural fiber. So let's see the second disadvantage. They may shrink on ordinary washing. Shrink means what? Churle jatat. Am I right? They get shrink on the washing. Third disadvantage, they can easily be attacked by the moth and molds. They do not dry rapidly. Natural silk is very expensive and not quite affordable. What happens? These cotton, they are easily, means they can be easily attacked by the moths. Means they can easily attacked. They get damaged easily and they cannot dry easily. They are not drying easily. So we are using these are the disadvantages of a natural fiber. So we started to using the man started developing the synthetic fiber. So let's see what are the synthetic fibers and what are the advantages and disadvantages of the synthetic fiber. Synthetic fiber means what? The fibers which are obtained by using the chemical product. The fibers which are obtained by using the chemical product, such a material, they are called as a synthetic fiber. They are called as a synthetic fiber. For example, nylon, polyester, these are the example of the synthetic fiber. There are advantages as well as disadvantages of this synthetic fiber. So let's see the advantages. Synthetic fibers cloths are more durable and easy to maintain. They do not absorb much water, dry up fast and are wrinkleless. Synthetic cloth do not attack by the moth and molds. Now they are synthetic fiber. They do not wrinkle. Wrinkle means what? They do not get the surat nahi lavkar. So we can use this synthetic fiber. They can dry up easily. But along with this, they have see the disadvantages of a synthetic fiber. One good advantage of this, they cannot get attacked by the moth. They cannot get attacked by the moth. So, but along as they have advantage, they also possess some disadvantages. So, let's see disadvantages of synthetic fiber. They do not allow the air pass through them, and hence they are not good for summer. They do not absorb sweat, they easily catch fire, and they are non-biodegradable. Now you know what is biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Non-biodegradable means they do not decompose easily. They do not decompose easily, and this fiber can catches the fire easily. So we are in safety and first aid. We have already discussed in class 12 that nylon clothes are we should not wear the nylon clothes near the near the kitchen, because they can easily catch the fire. So these are the advantages, disadvantages of the synthetic fiber. Are you getting? Now the last type of the fiber is mixed fiber. Last type of the fiber is mixed fiber. Means what are the advantages and the good things, which are the good things from these two. By using these two things, the mixed fibers are used. For example, terrycloth. Terry means terrycloth, terry wool. Yes. So by using this advantages of this, we have used the mixed fiber. The fibers, see the what is meant by the mixed fiber. See, this is the definition of the mixed fiber. The fibers made by the blending of natural fiber with the synthetic fiber to obtain the superior and useful fiber, they are called as a mixed fiber. They are called as a mixed fiber. I have already discussed that by taking the good things of natural and synthetic fiber, the humans started to make the mixed fiber. Are you getting this? I hope you have understood about the introduction, history and fibers and different types of the fibers. Are you getting this? So, my dear student, if you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask me during the Google Meet. Thank you.